Landscape photography out on location, and a new location at that. The unexpected is the only thing you can really expect. The perfect light, it can vanish in seconds. The next portfolio-worthy composition, it might just be around the corner. In this video, I want to talk about being prepared for anything as a photographer, from surprise weather to unmissable moments, turning unfamiliar locations into photographic gold. Oh, and making sure you have the right gear to hand for any potential shots that you might come across. The forecast was really mixed this morning. Some said that there'll be rain, others said there'll be pretty clear. We've got some lovely soft cloud off in the distant hillside. Like I say, I've come out to a new location this morning, one that's been on my radar that I've been looking around, coming out to for a little while now. Come out to the Surrey Hills. So I've got some soft rolling hills off into the distance. I thought it would be brilliant to come out here for a sunrise. I think this will be one to keep in my pocket later on in the year. Got this little path just leading you down to the hills in the distance. I think when the light eventually comes up, these hills will be illuminated with some lovely light, with some lovely colour. I think if I come out here at the right time in the future, might get some lovely early morning mist as it covers the valley. Still think I'm going to get some lovely shots from this trip out this morning, sunrise or not, regardless, just looking around at this landscape ahead of me. At the moment, I'm really stuck with the quandary of not knowing what lens to use. I've got this magnificent landscape around me, but over the last couple of minutes, I've gone from the 24 to 105, the 100 to the 400, and now I've got the 15 to 30 on the lens. At least though, look on the bright side, I've got all my lenses with me on this occasion. And talking of lenses, that brings me on to the topic that I wanted to talk about in today's video, which is being prepared. Of course, there's various different ways that you can be prepared, making sure that you've got the right gear when you go out, which I'll talk about more in a second. Being prepared for light when you least expect it, which can of course drastically change the scene altogether. Then you've also got being prepared for coming across the unexpected, especially when you come out to a new location like this. Barely put the camera down. I've got all this little bit of hiking that I've got planned in my head for today's trip, and I've barely done any of it so far because I'm constantly having to stop and take another shot of something that I see that's just making me think, oh wow, I've got to capture that. And it's for this reason I wanted to put this video together for a while actually. Last year in August, I went on my holidays to Cornwall, and one day I made the lovely trip out to St Ives, get a nice train in from a park and ride, don't have to worry about trying to find a car park in what is a small and narrow town. And when I'm packing my bag back at the car, I'm thinking to myself that I don't need anything other than my 24 to 105. Today I'm in a town, just going to do a little bit of street photography, maybe get a couple of shots in and around the harbour. Don't need anything else with me. How wrong was I? So I'm down on the beach in St Ives. I'm looking across the bay and I'm seeing Godrevy Lighthouse off in the distance. I'm thinking what a great shot that would be to take. The hills are kind of in a hazy background, making it a bit of an ethereal, mystical type scene. I know the lens to use to capture this scene, my 100 to 400 millimeter. Let's get out my bag. Oh, it's not in my bag, it's back in the car. Didn't have the right bit of gear with me. Still took the shot with my 24 millimeter, but it didn't quite have the reach that I was after. And so I missed the shot. I couldn't go back for the lens because it would have meant a 20-minute train journey back to pick the lens up, another 20-minute journey back to the spot. It'd have been a waste. It would have taken far too much effort. Moment missed. Okay, so the plan was to go for a walk through the woods and find a viewpoint just like this. Oh, it's been a marvellous, marvellous trip out here this morning. The light I've had on offer, the scenery, the compositions I've potentially, fingers crossed, had to shoot. Of course, I won't know until I get back to Lightroom if there's anything worth taking. I've got a church just over in the distance, so I've got the rolling hills. Oh, it's just perfect. Not quite perfect enough though. I came for a walk through these woods because I was hoping to find a particular viewpoint like this, but not this particular one, if that makes sense. I was hoping for a viewpoint where there should be a church spire just poking through the trees from the village, but I've not been able to find it on this occasion. It's been difficult because you can do all the planning you like. Sometimes it doesn't always come together, but just looking out now, oh, there's a few shots I reckon that I should be able to find from this at least. I don't think this little walk through the woods has been wasted by any stretch of the imagination. I think in these here woods is where I'm going to bring this video to a close. Wasn't quite able to get the final shot that I had in mind, but you can make all the preparations you want and some things can still go askew. However, I have enjoyed my trip out with the camera. I always enjoy getting out with the camera, especially to new locations like this. I hope you've enjoyed this video, but until the next time, you take care. It's goodbye.